Hi, this is Mikko from Swallow the Sun, and you are watching Chaoszine TV.
Okay, so hello everyone. It's day number 2 here at 70,000 Tons of Metal, and I have Mikko from Swallow the Sun as guest. How are you? How's the cruise been?
Well, it's been.
It's been.
Yeah.
You've been on the boat before.
Yeah, this is our third time, so it's kind of nothing new anymore. But yeah.
What are
sure.
like the pros and cons of being here? What's good about this?
Good food, good drinks, a little bit nicer weather than we have at
In
home.
Finland in January, yep.
Yes. The one thing I don't really like here is that I get seasick quite easily. So
Okay.
let's hope it's not too stormy weather in the following days.
But it's been like okay for you so far.
Yeah, I kind of feel like a little shitty all the time, but like not like vomiting.
Yeah. And today you're gonna be playing a show with Ballet Finland.
Yep.
So how is that like different from a normal Swallow the Sun show, or is it from like singer's point of view?
Not really. I just do my part and that's about it. So, well, I'm more on the background. So that's the only different thing.
Where did you like originally came up with the idea? I think the Finnish shows were quite success that you did.
Yeah, they were all sold out. All 3 of them we did, and well, I tried to keep the long story short, but Plague of Butterflies EP came out already 2008, and it was originally composed for one ballet group from New York City, but things didn't work out back then. But then we just decided to release the music anyway. It was 2019 when we started to talk about this, and the Tuomas from Ballet Finland, who's done the choreography, he's actually a Swallow the Sun fan, so he kind of came up with the idea that maybe they could do this ballet for us. I think we had the first meetings in 2019 already, when we started to work things, and but then COVID-19 happened and it was postponed for a couple of years, but then it finally happened last year. Now we are here.
And it's the first time you're doing it outside Finland.
Yes.
But you're still doing it with Ballet Finland, so it's the same sort of performance that it was in Finland.
Yep.
Okay. So there's also some other news which was announced in December, that you will be joining My Dying Bride and playing some summer shows. So how did that happen for you?
Well, I got a phone call last summer, and yeah, the guys asked me if I'm willing to, or can I help them out with the live shows, and yeah, I was actually drunk at home watching the Paris Olympics, the opening at home, and yeah, then I got the phone call, and Sean from My Dying Bride called me that would you be interested do some live shows with My Dying Bride, and I was like, yeah, I was a little bit drunk, but I said yes, and then they flew me to beautiful Yorkshire, and we tried out a couple songs, and it worked out really well, and now I'm helping out them with some live shows.
So Aaron is quite influential vocalist, so have you been influenced by him at some point of your career? And how does it feel to sort of like step into his shoes on those live shows?
Yeah, I've been a My Dying Bride fan for many years, and like, of course, I don't think there would be Swallow the Sun without My Dying Bride even, so of course it's a huge honor. But yeah, I think our vocal range is kind of like pretty similar. So
yeah, it is.
When I went there and tried out songs with them, and it was like surprisingly easy, and like it's like I think it really worked out well, and like.
Do you try to perform the songs like as close to the original vocal tracks as possible, or do you still do you and
Well, of course, I can only be myself. So,
yeah.
but yeah, I'll try to follow the vocal lines. But yeah, well, come see the shows and judge yourself.
But like jumping into such legendary shoes, obviously you've done a lot as a musician, but this is like the first time that you are like doing this type of thing on this level.
Yeah.
So is it like extra nervous in a way? How will the fans sort of like take you when you play those songs, or?
I'm not too stressed about it. It's like I love the songs, and it's gonna be great to perform them, and like I don't really stress about like things too much.
So you just go with the flow and go on stage and,
Yeah.
and just do your thing and
Yeah. I'll
if they're happy, they're happy. If they're not, that's their problem after that.
yeah, exactly. Like, what can I do about it?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just try to do my best, and that's it. There's nothing much more I can do.
Has it been like a lot of work to learn the vocal lines, or were you like so familiar with the songs already that it was sort of easy to start singing them yourself?
Yeah, well, mostly yes, but of course I think the biggest thing is that it's gonna be tough to memorize all the lyrics.
Yeah.
That's the biggest part. But the songs I know already, like, quite well. So
Yeah, I was gonna ask you next, because you are also part of like Octoploid. You will be doing some shows with them as well in the summertime, or?
actually, Tommy from Amorphis is doing that.
Okay.
On their like spring and summer shows, I guess.
Okay, so you won't be hopping into that.
No. But yeah, but if Oppo calls me some other time and I'm available, of course I will help him out. But yeah, it's like I have a very busy spring now with Swallow the Sun, so yeah, and Amorphis is now having a little break before their new album comes out. So Tommy is like the live singer for Octoploid.
Oh, okay, they will do it that way.
Yeah.
But in terms of like you said, that learning like new songs, and you have like Swallow the Sun, and you are like involved in like many different projects. So do you have some kind of like tricks how to remember the lyrics, or is it just like by muscle memory that you just like sing until you learn, or?
Yeah, kind of like that's the only way. It's like.
Do you consider yourself as good at learning, or does it take like a long time to remember everything, or?
That depends. Like, well,
I guess with Swallow the Sun, you know most likely all the songs quite easily, because you've written the lyrics and been like involved with the lyrics. But with like other bands, I guess it's like
only some lyrics I've written for Swallow the Sun.
Yeah, but like in a way you've been involved with the lyrics, that they're like so close to you. I guess it's easier that way than hopping into some other band where you have obviously listen to the songs, but most likely not like that closely.
Yeah, well, of course it's harder. But yeah, the way I do it, I just like I keep listening the songs and reading the lyrics, and that's the way I kind of like get them in my system. It is what it is. It's not easy, but
yeah. How many songs do you have to learn? Do you already know?
Well,
do they switch the set, or is it just gonna be like specific set that they will play, or?
I think we are now preparing like 1 hour 30-minute set, so
okay,
it's gonna be
quite a lot to remember.
Yep.
So overall, how does the future at the moment look for you? What's in the scope? Mostly Swallow the Sun for this year.
Yeah. Well, we have a good amount of gigs with Swallow the Sun coming, and also I'll do some My Dying Bride shows, and yeah, looks good.
Yeah.
I like to play or sing live, and like, yeah, can't complain.
Yeah, that's part of your job.
Yeah, kind of.
Hey, thanks a lot once again for sitting down and doing this with us. Anything you want to say to either My Dying Bride fans or Swallow the Sun fans?
Come see the shows, and you either like it or not. It's up to you.
Yeah. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Okay, so hello everyone. Chaoszine is at the 70,000 Tons of Metal cruise, and today we have Tuuli and Katarina from Ballet Finland as guests. You are doing special performance with Swallow the Sun. You've actually done already one show, and you have another show coming in 1 hour. Because this is the last day of the cruise, I want to ask that what kind of experience it has been for you to be on a metal boat.
Amazing. I mean, I have loved every second. I'm usually not listening metal music, but yeah, the gigs that I have been to, the energy in them is just like so pure, and I'm enjoying that. Like, I don't see like phones filming all the time the show. Like, people are really dancing, doing whatever the
Moshing around.
moshing around, yes, just enjoying the vibe and music, and so nice.
Yeah, and I also think I was a bit concerned like how people would react to our show. When I saw everyone, I was a bit like, will we fit in? Will people really like our show? Will anyone want to see ballet? But it's been very nice how people have like come to us and like hand on their hearts told us that like it has been the best thing that they've ever seen. So it's really nice.
Was it like surprising that you have gotten such feedback from a metal audience?
Yes, I think yes. I wasn't expecting that at all. Like, we did get the same reaction in Finland when we performed the same thing, but like here, yeah, I was surprised.
It's still an international audience here, so it's a little bit different.
Yeah.
People from like 80 different countries, so...
And it was funny today, someone told me like, yeah, I've never seen a ballet, but now I actually thought that I would go to see ballet, but of course this is not what you expect when you go see a ballet at a theater, but it's like, for many people, I think it's the first time that they even see any kind of ballet. So.
Yeah, many have said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was expecting that, like, I knew that this is gonna be, like, real different from the others because of the ballet side.
Yeah.
But yeah, at the same time, it also surprised that so many have come to say how amazing it was and have never seen. And
Yeah, and when you left the stage on the first show, there was like standing ovation from the crowd, and that has been the only standing ovation this whole 4 days like anyone has experienced.
wow.
So that's something truly unique, really.
And I feel like you do get a lot of adrenaline on the stage when you hear people screaming, and yeah, like even during the performance I was like, okay, this is good, like people really like it, like let's do this full out.
Yeah, because in Finland 1 year ago when we had the premiere, we couldn't see the audience, and we just heard that they were like, the heads were bouncing and like, because it was in the theater.
Yeah.
Like everybody was sitting and like just almost like they just needed to watch and nothing else. But here we were like super excited about that they can dance, they can express themselves, like it's a real different audience also compared to Finland, but also like the energy level is the same, but just the like the how they can be in the audience is different. I don't know how to explain it. But
Yeah. Has it been like different experience to perform here on a cruise? Because obviously it's sea that you are like against and it goes like waving. So has it become like more difficult to perform the ballet?
the first performance, yes, the boat was
It was the
rocking.
worst. It was the worst time of the day
Yes.
when it comes to that.
It lasted 2 hours, the whole rocking back and forth, and our performance was during that. And like, cause the beginning position for us is like staying still, and we all were just like trying to hold ourselves because it went right and it went left, and yeah, like we really felt it, and it was so difficult to adjust for the moving boat, because when the floor was there, I mean, of course the floor is still, but then it wasn't.
Yep.
And also the stage is very, very different. Like it's a lot smaller, and we had like these electric things on the floors that we had to watch out for, and also audience is like very close. Like we're not used to that because usually there's like a gap between the like the stage and the audience.
Is that like better that they're like closer to
I
you?
felt like like I saw like cameras like just in front of my face, but I got like it gives you like more power. I'm like okay, so yeah, I actually liked it.
Yeah.
So obviously this cruise is something that most likely you would not be in if you wouldn't be here performing with the band. But has this sort of been still like fulfilling thing to do, be on this cruise? Has it like been over your expectations, or did you had any expectations when you came here?
Well, of course it has been fulfilling. Like, I mean, we're on the Caribbean, so a lot of fun, first of all. And then I feel like people are very nice, and of course it's like different because we're used to like performing to people who watch ballet anyways, and they're taking it like very differently. The reception is just so different. Well, of course I've never really like listened to heavy metal music, and I still can't say it's my favorite, but still it's fun to go on gigs and like try to learn a bit about it. And like I've grown to love the song that we performed too, for example.
I don't know what expectations I had. Like, I knew that we are coming for a heavy metal cruise, and I have been to Tuska once.
Yeah.
So I like kinda knew how's the people, and I was really like looking forward to it, since I know that like the metal people are super friendly and warm, and like everybody is so how to say, is it good to say, well behaving. You know. Yes, I have enjoyed like every second, like watching the gigs, listening the music, but yeah, at the same time this is still not the music I would listen from my headphones on my way back to home.
If you could do this again with Swallow the Sun in the future, would you be on the boat again?
Yes,
Of course, 100%. Yes.
every time.